Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday Roast. So stick around for that.
Join Elliot Stewart and his special guest. Be there with your ears. Okay, now, wow, I am very excited. So excited, I can't actually hide it. Sunday. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there listening in the bright sunshine that may or may not be Brighton. Hello, my name is Elliot Stewart, yours isn't, and you've tuned in for some reason to Wandsworth Sunday Roast here on Wandsworth Radio, here in a delightful bit of the 21st century. And because it's a modern world, apparently, I'll just check. Yeah, it is, actually. We have some fantastically modern guests with us. To my left, I don't know politically, I've never asked, is, hello, Rebekka, is that you?
Hello, hi Elliot,
I mean,
hello.
You're quite modern because you spell it with a K.
Yep, two Ks and no H.
And what?
No H.
No H. No H at all, not from Steps, won't have him in the house? He's all right, he's okay?
Yeah, he's all right.
I can't remember, I think, of any other names of Steps apart from the fact that they've recently...
Claire,
there you go.
Faye, Lisa,
Oh, right, here we go.
Lee.
So that's why we've got Bridget in the house, or possibly in the studio. Hello there. Yes, so you're an expert on steps and stairs and elevators and things like that.
All kinds of uppy-downy things.
I won't ask. Well, yes, and why not? But it's good to have you back. You guys have never worked before professionally or amateurly. I was pointing this out. So that's quite good because I think you were in a show a couple of weeks ago and you were in a show a couple of weeks ago. So now this is the first time ever that we're actually doing this. So good luck with us.
Meeting of minds.
And talking of minds, I don't mind telling you some bad news. You know Barry Norman, the film guy from the 80s?
Is he dead?
Very much so, I'm afraid. Told you live on air. Oh, I'm sorry. I know, he's really cool. I just found out, I think he died yesterday. So, as a tribute to him, we do have the theme from film 86 or whatever it was, I can remember, with the original lyrics by Nina Simone. So there you go. I'm just going to console Bridget now because it's only, sorry about that. It's like, well, someone spoiled part of Doctor Who for me. That's just as serious.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Here's some music. Hello there, and welcome to the Wandsworth Sunday Roast with the person who may still be alive, I don't know. Now, you, the listener, Ali, is that right, in Brighton? You've won a fabulous prize, that's fine. You've won the fabulous prize of hearing the next sketch. I believe that it's set in... Are we ready? We're not ready, dear. I'm just going to ask our contestants who are going to be in this sketch today. Bridget, is that your name, dear, love?
Yes, that's my name.
Well done, that's good. Now, you've got a funny story about that, haven't you? Have you got a funny story?
No.
No, never mind. Now, Rebekka. Hello there, Rebekka. Hi, your name begins with an R, like a visit to the dentist. That's fine. Or we're feeling sympathetic, I don't know. Now, we do have a next sketch. Careful, dear. The professionally moved, the microphone is on, you know. He moved it like a whole sort of elephant's foot scenario. And there you go. Now, I'm not going to do, I must point out that me as Brucey, I'm not going to do the sketch as Brucey. No, that's not going to happen because...
Kenneth coming on then?
No, I don't do Kenneth. He's not very good. This is very confusing for me. You realise that? I got a bit lost then. I suddenly leapt into my comfy impression, and suddenly I'm just.
Can you do Michael Caine?
I paused as we go. Oi, no, I can't. You're right. No, that was Brucey doing Michael Caine. Don't throw those spears at me, dear. Don't do that. I told you that the doors did. The doors off. Meanwhile, somewhere else. Hold on. Bridget.
Mel C.
It's got Melanie C on here. I think you'll find that's wrong. Yes.
Maybe she was Mel C. Maybe she added the uni when she went solo.
Exactly. That's a euphemism, if not anything. So we were just talking about the Spice Girls and everything earlier on off air. And I can't remember, basically, when they stopped being the Spice Girls. I remember the Spice World movie.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I remember, like, an album before then. And then was that it? Or did they do any more?
There was Spice.
What's that?
That's their first album.
Yep.
Then it was Spice World.
Yeah.
And then they did the film.
Yeah.
Then they took over the world. And then they did a song called Holler.
Oh, yeah.
And that was on their next album, which wasn't called Spice anything. It was called something like trying to be popular, and it wasn't.
I think that was without Jerry. No,
that was without Jerry.
Yes.
That was sans Jerry.
Because my little boy was saying that he thinks Jerry Spice or Ginger Spice is the best of the Spice Girl. Old Spice. She is the best Spice Girl because, and we've had this discussion before, and it's like, if you've heard this conversation before, there should be a little R flashing in the left-hand side of your screen on radio, because everybody else has a nickname, and she is who she is.
But she's not ginger.
She's got ginger hair.
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she has.
God, she's blonde.
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is.
No, this isn't an argument. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. I think Jerry.
She's not strawberry blonde. She's a
fake blonde.
Blonde.
I thought she was a ginger lady.
What? You really thought that hair was real?
It's not imaginary. It's there. I can see it. I can touch it if I wanted to. Not that I want to touch Jerry Halliwell.
That's why you got the restraining order.
Yes. No, I don't want to touch Jerry now. The poor Jerry, though.
Old Spice not good enough for you anymore.
You called her Old Spice. I was going to say, no, I say anymore as if I did it on a regular basis. So what are you saying, Rebekka? Sorry.
Is it because of the yoga, though?
No, I think he's all right. He's a little green guy with the ears. Oh, so did you say Yoda?
Is it because she's healthy eating, though?
Is she? No, I do healthy
eating and yoga, not Yoda.
You're not eating Yoda. No, let's not go there. No, no, yes.
Tasty I am.
I know what we're advocating, the cannibalistic. Well, only if you are another species of Yoda.
You can only be cannibal.
Yeah, so if you're... I don't know what species Yoda is. If you do know, then you're sad. Because even and I'm a big sci-fi fan, I do not know what species he is. He's a Yardle.
He's not an Ewok, is he?
He's not an Ewok. That's a big furry thing. He's a green thing with ears. So there you go. But we've moved from Spice Girls
to Jerry. So Old Spice isn't good enough for you.
Well, no, I wasn't saying. I was just saying I don't know her. So if I was to touch her, that would be rude. I'd have to get permission from my wife and her. You can't just run up to celebrities and just grab them. You really can't, Bridget. It's not the thing to do. Leave Richard Steele go alone because one, I think he died, and two, if he hasn't, leave him alone. It's the guy who used to play the piano. I did it again. I demonstrated
For those watching
piano.
in black and white, Elliot has just demonstrated the piano by doing a guitar impression.
I did. That's bad. What does that mean?
Bad.
Is that like a special test? Like they do it online. Are you? Are you slightly autistic or are you ADHD or whatever? Do this and do this test.
Are you slightly musically?
Yes.
Inept.
Talking of musical ineptness, we're going to play some more modern music. We'll discuss on hit spit or a bit. We're going to find out whether this is a hit spit or a bit. Decide or discuss whether a song is worth either destroying, listening to, or just not bothering about. So, Bridget, as you're an expert on lots of pop music, mainly S Club 7 and others, basically, can you tell me whether don't tell me whether it's a hit spit or a bit yet. Just discuss it and then surprise me with the result at the end, if you get my drift. Yes, I'm going to put you up now. She's online now, and go.
Well, yes, it's interesting you mentioned crisps, because she says she came here for love, but doesn't mention where here is. So here could be, my nan's house, and your nan would love you anyway, because she's your nan. So that's a bit pointless, going to your nan's house for love. Or she could say, like, I'm going to a football game for love. Well, you won't find it there, because they're busy. They're playing football and
kicking a ball about,
and everyone else is all excited about the ball. So it depends on where she's going. So I'm afraid it spits because she doesn't clarify. It's
sorry,
not.
Segula.
I'm sorry, but if you said I came to your house to find love, or I came to the singles night to find love.
She's not specific enough.
She's not. Clarification all the way for me, please.
Right now, is that going to be the same ballpark with you, Rebekka? With Segula, I came here for love. Hit, spit, or a bit?
I definitely agree on the fact that she does definitely lose points for not specifying specifically where she is going in her location. Another thing I'd like to note on behalf of what you mentioned was the fact that it has what is quite often seen in very much modern music of that kind of slightly club anthem-y, slightly nightclubby vibe. Is the fact that it has that very much. I don't know. I think it's the singer John Newman.
Okay.
Bridget
pulled a face of I know who that is. Not really.
The best way to describing I think he feels very much like Kenneth Williams He kind of looks like Kenneth Williams.
Have we got Kenneth here with us?
No, do not ask me to do it.
Are we sure we haven't got Kenneth here with us?
Oh, no, mate. No, I can't. I'm not doing my really bad... I do a good range of impressions. That is... Which I never mentioned it now. I mentioned that my old girlfriend back in 94...
Can you do Frank Spencer?
No, you know what? I really can't. I don't have a Frank Spencer.
Can you do Joan Sims?
Yeah. So I looked just like her. It was uncanny. Did you see that? I just moved my elbow and it just looked just like her. Her. Anyway, Rebekka, you didn't say hit, spit, or a bit. But before the news happens, I need you to say.
I say because it has very much. If it doesn't feel that original, I would say it's not the worst, but I'd say spit.
Oh, 2 spits, and I'm going to give it a bit as well because I thought it was okay. So basically, the spits won. And find that you can hear the vowel sounds being practiced by our guest artiste today, because she had that American lady had a lot of difficulty with I can't say
Angela Merkel.
She couldn't cope with too many vowel sounds all over the place.
Angela likes pasta in Milan.
I don't know. I had a years ago in the 90s. I had a dance teacher called Pam Harling Chalice, and she's a very good dancer, and she couldn't say the word squirrel. How difficult?
Squirrel.
But you do it with an American accent.
Squirrel.
Suddenly, the R's and the L's.
How often did she have to say squirrel?
Oh,
if she was
more
teaching
times.
dancing?
Dance like a squirrel.
Were you hiding nuts and things?
Pardon? Yes, it was. Yeah, we used to.
She was hiding apricots
in our crevices.
Apricot.
Oregano.
It's that song by Cardi Simon. It says your scarf was apricot.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah,
yes.
right.
That song's about me. Apparently, I didn't know that.
Oh,
it
you're
is about
so
me.
vain.
Yeah, the song is about me. Did you not know?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know, and now I found out, and there you go. Right. I say, I'm talking about me again.
And you are wearing that nice apricot scarf, I must say.
And I walked on here like I was walking onto a yacht. I do that.
And your hat was strategically placed below one eye, and your scarf, I must confess, is apricot.
Is it below? How does he manage that? What like a Picasso painting?
Yeah, like that.
Okay, well, that's just...
Well, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm demonstrating. Yeah. Strategically...
And then you do... We're mumbling so you don't get copyrighted.
One eye in the
mirror as you watch yourself
go by.
You
watched yourself cavart and other
is it cavart? I thought it was go by. Is it cavart?
Cavort. But she says it like cavart. And Rebekka and I dream that we'd be your partner, we'd be your partner.
Well, let's not go there. That's fine. What we'll do, we've got 9 minutes for people to not imagine that. And basically listen to Dr. Waheasel Part 2. I co-write this one and it's rather good. Well, at least half of it's rather good. We'll find out.
What, the bit you didn't write?
Yes.
Did a festival, yeah. Think I must have done some improv non-stop for about 20 years or so.
Wow, so, so am I. Me. I've started a troupe, a group at the Winslow pub. Not a show, just, a get-together. And I'd really need your input, so if you could help. I'm not saying you don't have to, but, years of experience.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so, games. What do you think? What do you got?
ABC animals.
Right.
Players are animals.
Right.
Opposite ones.
Yeah.
And they talk sentences beginning with sequential letters of the alphabet.
Hey, that sounds rubbish. What else you got?
Genre Claude Van Damme. Set in a museum. 2 players. And scene change from one audience. His favourite shows.
Yeah, terrible. Anything else?
Sentences.
Yeah.
2 players. They have to act out a scene from random things the audience have written down.
Right. No, won't work.
Have you done these games then?
No.
Then how do you know they won't work?
Well, I don't know. I'm just sort of hearing things you say, and I'm thinking, that's the thing you're saying. So, you got any more?
Any more?
Any more, yeah.
3-headed expert?
No.
Sit, stand, lie.
No.
Party quirks. Sound effects.
No.
Film and theatre styles. Kevin's magic sponge.
No.
What do you mean, no? I just made that one up. How can you know it won't work?
I just think, your improv comedy is, just getting cheap laughs.
That's why it's called comedy.
Oh, yeah? Well, what else have you got then? What else do you have?
I have 20 years of running improv comedy nights, and you ask my advice, and it's all wrong.
Yeah,
what makes you think that you who have done none of this before, know more than me who has done a lot, loads?
Hey! I gotcha. Yeah, very useful. Cheers.
You mean you were joking with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't make it up.
Yeah, and neither could you. So, how do you usually end the shows?
With a custard pie.
That's a bit old-fashioned. Not for me. Wandsworth Radio. Yeah, I don't know what I'm whispering for. Are we whispering? Yes, now, I was very emotional last night because I came home from work and I watched Doctor Who in the dark. That's not a new, exciting... that'd be quite good. It might make it more interesting. You guys aren't really into Doctor Who particularly. Would it be more exciting if it was Doctor Who in the dark? So you can imagine...
In the dark, like the telly's off kind of thing?
No.
That's good.
No, like the idea that, there's a restaurant that you eat and all the lights are gone out and the food tastes better. Maybe, if the show was completely in the dark and you could imagine what actor you could have or actress playing the role of Doctor Who.
So my imagination, basically.
Yeah, imagination. It's cheaper to produce.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper to I've just thought of something really good for Doctor Who. Yeah,
it's Chris Marshall. Who might be the new Doctor Who.
Yes, Chris Marshall. He was in Death in Paradise, wasn't he?
He wasn't, apparently, because he stopped doing that. People think he's going to be the new Doctor Who. But it hasn't happened yet. Basically, so at the moment, we're going to go... I think some people say that they don't mind this show. And to be honest, I do... mind is a very important thing.
Brain?
Yes, Memory. What is it?
I need a word.
I have plenty. They don't call me El Braino for nothing.
Who don't?
Really, Memory? How could you forget everyone? The whole body, the arms, the legs, the other bits. Hello, El Brainio, they say. And I say, hello, arms, legs, and other bits. We get on,
Well, that's it, you see. They don't.
So, what?
Get on with you? Sorry to break it to you, Brain, but you're not the favourite organ, despite what those magazine surveys say.
Oh, come on. What would the body do without El Brainio?
A body without a brain. President of America? Working class Tory supporter? List is endless.
Very clever. That's my thing. So what's Body's beef with me? Is it the subconscious? Because I never know what she's on. I mean, deep down I do. But the stuff she comes up with, really.
We need you to turn it off.
So we are going to be president?
No. It's just you're thinking too much.
Oh, so we're dumbing down the brain, are we? I don't think so, because I think so.
Could you just be offline for a bit?
Are we voting again? Look, I switched for Brexit and look what happened.
Before you worry, we're not going to Amsterdam again. I'm not sure you've recovered.
We've never been to Amsterdam.
Exactly. What it is, it's a girl.
Oh, and I suppose I get in the way. She just doesn't like bright men.
Oh, no. It's just we keep trying to propose to her and get second thoughts, and that's you.
Have you been listening to Heart again?
It's not mine. It's the body, and the body is the heart, because we all love to work together.
Did you memorise that?
No, I wrote it on my hand. Of course I did. I'm the memory. In case you've forgotten. You need to tell her she's the one. But just as the whole body has it all worked out, you overthink it. Over and over, and we do nothing.
Okay, what's in it for me? I know what the body wants to do will put a lot of me on standby before, after, and during.
Okay. Yes, there will be a bit of, not a lot of that. But if it all works out, wedding bells. Give it 25 years, and you, the brain, will have lots of activity.
Doing what?
Thinking, did we do the right thing?
Oh, deal. It up.
Did I? I didn't.
Out of the blue.
Did I?
Yeah.
I wasn't really concentrating. Well, we were talking about birthdays.
We said...
about two tribes.
Two tribes,
yes.
Irish, it was called to be Irish, the cause, on an Irish accent, and then you just said you've got the same birthday as my wife.
Well, that's true, you have got the same birthday as my wife.
Yes, but there was no...
No connection.
No.
Well, it happens when you get old, you just sort of randomly start saying things...
Penguins are nice!
They are. I don't eat chocolate anymore, to be honest, I'm not sure. Exactly. Is that the noise you hear when you eat chocolate? That's just really weird. What's wrong with you? I don't eat chocolate for health reasons and stuff, and I'm quite anti-food. I mean, anti-bad food, anti-junk food. I've gone a bit sort of... I say that,
So Jerry Spice would be good for you then.
What? If she...
Oh, we were all dissing the ginger earlier.
Pardon? Yes.
Dissing the G.
Yeah, the G. Exactly. Oh, no, I'm not. This is sounding as if I was knocking her because of her hair colour. I wasn't. I was just saying her solo career was brief. And was it? We had this discussion before about Jerry Halliwell's career and everything. And she was a nice lady. And she was an ambassador and everything. And she has Ferrero Rocher and the whole
She did
works.
look at me and she did It's Raining Men. And
you know what she does do? Does not disappear off the microphone. You keep your...
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm here now.
Oh, did too much now. So I went into my own bad impressions. But you keep trying to get me to do my Kenneth Williams.
I do, yes.
And I didn't... No, I'm not doing it. No, that was it.
I didn't even bring up Kenneth Williamson. You brought up Kenneth Williams.
No, you know who brought up Kenneth Williams? His mother.
Oh!
See what I did there? Meanwhile, that is the end of the show, I'm afraid to say, but please have a big round of applause. Clap yourself silly. That was Brigid Mahony and... Did I get it wrong again?
You got it wrong again, Mahony.
Mahony, sorry, yes.
The Mahony's too tight to mention.
Indeed. So basically that was Brigid
Mahony.
And Rebekka Turner, hello. And you guys were magnificent and fantastic. Thank you so much for coming along and being in what is almost but not quite my last show.
Woo!
I've got 2 more to go, and next week we have the return of Mark Keegan, Lulu Miller and Melissa Stanton and me. And I think that's it. There might be somebody else. I was just crowing him in at the last minute. That's the 9th. And then lots of other people haven't on 16th. There's far too many people on here because it's been my last show. But my name is Elliot Stewart. Yours isn't. But maybe it will be one day. Thank you for tuning into the show. My coach has turned into pumpkin. Maybe one day yours would... I've gone wrong. I couldn't get this. I've not been practicing the end bit. I usually say my coach...
Dave will be very disappointed.
Pardon? Who?
Dave.
Sorry, Dave. I messed it up. My coach has turned into a pumpkin. Yours hasn't. But one day... I went wrong again. One day it might. So I'm trying to say... Shall I say something else? One day it might. Well, next week, if I'm making any sense, do tune in. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks again, guys. You've been brilliant. Thank you for tuning in. Video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday Roast.